Okay, we are going to start another project using your signature. And with all the practice that you did last week, you should have a beautiful signature by now. You might start off following all the rules with making your letters all the same height. And you want to use these lines. In the old grade school paper, this would be a broken line, and this would be a solid line up here and a solid line here. So if you have to do this to get your signature correct, then that's what you need to do. But once you have your signature and all of the letters are the correct size, then we're going to take a plain white piece of paper. We're going to set that aside. We're going to take a plain white piece of paper, and you're going to guesstimate where you think the center of the paper is. I think that's the center of my paper. And then I'm going to make a curved line and take it to the outside edge. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow that line. There's my center. And I'm going to make it get larger as it goes out. And I'm going to keep working this design of this curved line, following, see the line's following itself, and it's getting wider. Starts off narrow and gets wider, and it goes off the page. We're still following these. Maybe it's a little wider here, a little narrower here. Make the next one a little narrower. Make the next one. If it was going off the page, you'd pretend like, oh, okay, it went off the page, and where it would come back on, you take it back onto the page. And we're going to follow this line all the way around, turning our paper, following this curved line, and we're making this spiral design. And we're going to find an area right in here. It's going to get ready to close off on us. And each one of yours will be a little different depending on what that first line of yours looks like. So now we have this spiral design. I don't think we can make another one come in through there. So we're going to stop right there. And then we're going to go to one of our lines. Now all these pencil lines are just pencil lines. We're going to do them lightly. I've drawn them darkly so that you can see them, but they're real light. Then we're going to go in and we're going to start on one of those designs. Like this is the bottom line of our paper for our signature. We're going to pretend that that bottom line is this bottom line here, and that the top line is the top line. And you're going to have to figure out where your middle is, because you always want all of your letters to be, all the small letters to be the same size. So we're going to start right in here, and we're going to try to get this to where it's horizontal when we first start. And we're going to make our letters. Now these letters aren't going all the way to the top, because that would be where that dotted line is. From our paper, this would be the dotted line in the middle that we don't see. And you can put your middle initial. Disregard that bell. Then we're going to start with our name. And you can see our signature is getting bigger and bigger, but these lowercase letters are the same. They're only taking up half this space. So we're going to keep a continuous line. And wherever it would go off the page, it went off the page. And now we're done with our first. Once you go back and start on the next line, you're going to start with the same letters and your signature. And you're going to keep filling this in. See how my letters, my lowercase letters are getting better because I'm trying to keep, bigger because I'm trying to keep them. All of my letters are getting gradually larger because I'm trying to keep them in the center of this line. So we're trying to, and you see me, I'm turning my paper around. And you want to always finish your letters out all the way out to the end. When you get all of this done, you should have a design like this. We're going to eventually erase all of those lines that are in between. So we're not going to follow these, but we're going to go in with our Sharpie marker or your black ink pen, and you're going to outline all of your letters. Now I did my my whole name, my whole signature, but you can just do your first name. It's up to you how you want to do this. But the key is to keep your letters concise in their size and work all the way around. Then when this is all done, all this is going to be erased. Their pencil lines are going to be erased from underneath. And you're going to have this beautiful spiral design made out of your signature. Go out there and have some fun.